By the way, if you see a little advertisement at the beginning, in the middle, or at the end of the video, please do not skip it. By doing that, you're helping me a lot. Come on, guys, it's just a few seconds of your life, and it will really make a difference for me. I'm counting on all of you. Enjoy the interview. Hello, Rich. How are you, man? Thank you so much for your time. Welcome again to Rock Talks.
Hey, what's up, Pierre? How you doing?
Doing great. I'm actually in Ohio right now at Meridian Dawn Studio.
Ohio?
Yeah, I'm visiting a friend, my friend Anthony Hamalani.
Cool.
Yeah. I love the States. Been here for a few days, having a blast.
Yeah? How long was the flight over?
Oh, maybe 12 hours.
Ooh.
Yeah. It was long, but worth it for sure.
Yeah. Awesome.
All right. So thank you so much for being here again, your second time here at Rock Talks. And let's talk about your band, Breaking in a Sequence, which is kind of like going through a transition, right? Since David left the band for 3 weeks already, I think.
Yeah. We announced it then, but David had actually left a little bit earlier than that. We just didn't make it public.
All right. So how long? Actually, how long?
I don't actually know what the time frame is. I want to say maybe a couple weeks before that.
All right.
Before we announce it.
No, that long. All right.
It wasn't like last year or anything.
All right. So how the band's doing nowadays?
We're doing good. We're working to ramp up our new drummer. Just working with him, working through the songs, and just getting an overall feel for each other. You know what I mean?
So you didn't choose David's replacement just yet?
We have, and we'll be announcing it soon. Just not yet. I mean, we're still working through all the details of that.
So, all right. So can you give me just maybe a little details about that? So it's from another huge band like Korn, or is it a local guy?
Yeah, actually, it's the new Korn drummer. He's our drummer now. Just joking. I'm just kidding. That'd be awesome. Ray's an awesome dude, and he's an awesome drummer. But I can't really say anything about it yet, just because I want to make sure that everything is good before we actually say something. Just know that we went with another groove drummer.
Oh, all right.
Right. Yeah. So we're not going for full, technical drummers. You see my dog running around in the background, being crazy. We kept it really true to our sound. So I think anyone who's still a fan of us without David will be pleasantly surprised.
So you don't need to say the previous band for this guy, but is it like a kind of known guy, famous guy? Can you give me that?
Some people may know him.
All right.
Some people. Yeah.
All right. Because I remember last year you did a few gigs with this actually Peruvian guy, which I happen to know, Fred Achin, right?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
It's not Fred.
All right.
It's not Fred. Yeah.
Too much for Fred.
Well, no, Fred is doing amazing right now. He's playing in 4 or 5 different bands, and he's doing Bullet Boys and all that. So I mean, I would love to have Fred as our drummer, but he's spread too thin. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He's still with Power Flow?
Yeah, he's with Power Flow. He's with Billy Bio. He's with Bullet Boys. He's with Fractures. And I want to say his other band, his rock band, I can't remember what they're called right now, like Dead Groove or something like that. I think that's the name of his.
So he's really, really busy.
Yeah, he's super busy. And if he wasn't so busy, then we probably would have tried to get him. But
he doesn't need a 6 band right now.
Yeah, exactly. And he doesn't need to deal with me. I'm a hard guy to be in a band with.
How come? What do you mean?
Oh no, I'm just kidding.
All right, all right. Kidding. All right. Yeah, but you did like maybe 2 or 3 shows with him last year, right?
We did a little mini tour with him. So we played. I can't remember how many shows we played with them. Probably 5 to 10 shows with them, easily.
Oh, all right, all right. Yeah, know that what that means. So with this new drummer, do you plan to re-record David's tracks, or is it like you're just rehearsing those songs the way they are right now for the upcoming shows?
Well, we're rehearsing the songs, but we're letting him put his own flavor to the songs, right?
All right.
Yeah, because he's, I mean, he's the new guy. He's going to be playing all that stuff. So he doesn't need to stay. He just needs to keep the groove close to the source material, but it doesn't need to be, it doesn't need to be played verbatim, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Because you got to let everyone's style shine through. That's what makes a band. Styles make bands, right?
Yeah.
And we can't just hang on to a style that we can't play anymore. You know what I mean? We have to evolve.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, especially for a drummer, the new guy has to put his own touch, his own staple to the song, right?
Yeah, his own flavor, if you will.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's actually a challenge, because to learn David's stuff and at the same time adding your own flavor, it's like 2 different challenges at the same time. Right?
Yeah. And from what I've heard so far, I hear it. He's done it. And he's we started working with him, I want to say in June.
All right.
At the beginning of June, like right when we announced everything that David was leaving. And we actually played a secret show with him already.
Cool.
And that turned out pretty cool.
So, in
LA? No, we played it out in Havasu. So we played a party.
Is that California?
Yeah, it was on the California side. I think there's a Nevada or Arizona side of Havasu, but we were on the California side.
Oh, all right. Yeah. So you actually practiced and played a show with this new guy already?
Yeah. So he learned like 7 songs, and we just went out there and did it. It was crazy.
Cool. So are there any touring plans for breaking a sequence for this year already?
No touring plans. So right now, I mean, really, we're just trying to get up to speed with the new drummer, and then we're trying to actually record EP3. We did track all the drums with David for EP3 already.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure how well those came out. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with those, because we may release a small subset of those songs with David playing, and then go through the songs with the new drummer, and then record those and release them, because if I kind of feel like if the new guy is playing those songs, he should probably have a little bit of flavor on them, right?
Yeah. So there is a chance for this new guy to re-record the new songs.
Just a few of them, not all of them. A few of them that weren't finalized yet. There's some new songs that we kind of just threw in there to record, but they weren't really done completely.
Yeah.
So those would probably be the ones that we redo.
So you plan to release 3 songs with David on drums still?
Yeah, most likely.
Is there a release date for that?
Not yet. We were supposed to actually be out in Vegas tracking guitars this last weekend, and that kind of fell through. So we have to reschedule that. So I don't know when that's actually going to be rescheduled for. But as soon as that's done, the guitars are done, then we got to do the bass, and then I'm going to throw some vocals on it, and then send it out to get mixed, and we'll see what comes back.
So why is it hard for, or maybe I'm wrong, but this is my perception. Why is it hard for breaking a sequence to get in a tour? Because you did some shows here and there, a mini tour there, like you said, a secret show over there, but not a full American tour or European tour. So why is that?
I want to say it's most likely because of our numbers. These days it's not about music or anything. It's sheerly about, well, how many social media followers do they have? How many streams do they have? How many? It's all about numbers, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I've always been of the mindset that I didn't want to buy followers or anything like that. I just want it organic. And unfortunately, our numbers are low. We have the smaller numbers there. So I think when people start looking at us to maybe book us on tours or something, they see those numbers and they're like, no, we'll just pass over these guys. And that's okay, right? If something's going to happen, it'll happen. If not, we're going to continue to have fun and still play, right? I think that's the main thing that needs to come out from this band is a good time, and it needs to come out in the music. If we're not having a good time and it has to be all about business and touring and all that, it's going to make it, unfun.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that the new guy has seen. He's like, wow, I never dreamed that I would have this much fun playing.
Mm-hmm.
So.
So would you say that number thing had something to do with David leaving the band?
I don't know. I actually have not looked at our numbers at all. I hardly ever look at our numbers unless it's brought up that we got turned down for something. So I don't know if people have unfollowed us since David left or not.
No, that's not my question. I'm going to rephrase it. Pardon me. Would you say that the
Hold on here. Sorry, I got a call. Okay.
All right. Would you say that the fact that the numbers of breaking the sequence are kind of low and you didn't get tours because of that was one of the reasons for David to leave the band?
Oh, no, not at all. David's like a brother to us. David was having fun playing with us. There's other factors, and I'm not going to talk about it.
Right.
But it's not in band fighting or anything like that. No disagreements. We're all still brothers. He came by and gave his blessing for the new drummer and everything. So it's nothing like that.
Yeah, according to the Facebook publication you guys released when you announced David was leaving, it was more like a personal thing that related to he wanted to spend more time with his family and stuff. So that was the main reason for David.
Yes. Yeah.
So would you say is there maybe a small chance in the future for David to come back to the band?
I won't say never, but I'm just not sure. Anything's possible, but we also don't want to do our new drummer like that either. You know what I mean? And David took a long time, to come to his decision. It wasn't an overnight thing. He thought about it for a while, and he let us know what he was thinking and everything. So, I mean, if he were to come back, he'd maybe play a show here or there. I don't know. That'd be cool. You know what I mean? And I'm sure the new guy wouldn't mind at all.
Yeah, sure. Maybe you can have two drummers for one night.
or just have two drummers, period.
That's amazing. Well, actually, there are some more bands that are doing that. Have you seen Il Nino nowadays? They are with 3 drummers on stage. David Chavarri,
really?
Danny, and some other guy doing percussion and backing vocals as well. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, percussionists, but not like actual 3 drummers, right?
Yeah, not with drummers. Yeah. All right. So let's talk about the recording process of the latest album, Defy the Algorithm. right? So how long does it took to put all those songs together? Because I remember that you like in the last interview we did, you said that you were working with like 20 songs and you were planning to release them part by part from like different batches of songs, right? So how long does it take to put all those together for the album?
Well, guess what? The last time we talked, when was the last time we talked?
Like almost 2 years ago, I think.
Okay. So those songs were supposed to be released back then. Right. Well, shortly after that. And what happened was we got management, and then the election hit, in the US.
Mm-hmm.
So we were advised not to release our stuff because it would just get buried in the election stuff. So that's when we released, I think we released, what's it called? Midlife Crisis.
Yeah.
The Faith No More cover.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we released that instead. And then we were just told to wait because then COVID hit and everything like that. And bands weren't releasing any material. Once we got on the other side of COVID, really, we went back and we retracked those songs, right? Because we were practicing the whole time during that lockdown, and the songs changed a little bit, right? Just to our new style. And you can hear it in the vocal style, especially. And that was one of the things that management had told us. They're like, yeah, you're a way better singer now, Rich. You should go back in and retrack the vocals. Well, when I went back in to retrack vocals, we tweaked other things too with it. And then we got it mixed, and you can hear the difference in just the sound fidelity from Acronym to Defy the Algorithm, right? It's just a bigger sound. It's a little bit more diverse, but all that stuff is pretty old. It's phase 2 stuff. During COVID, we wrote our phase 3 stuff, which was heavier, more melodic. It's just the next phase of the band.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's what we kind of hunkered down and tried to record with David before he left the band.
So you got to do that, or only 3 songs, like you said?
We got the material, but we didn't get it all the way. It was incomplete. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But you can totally see the evolution of the band from the first EP to this LP, Defy the Algorithm, and all the songs in between. It's like you can actually hear the progression of the band. So I think you're going in the right track, guys.
Thank you. Yeah. Wait till you hear the new batch of songs. I mean, they're old to us now, but they're completely new to everyone else. And eventually here, once we get caught up in our song queue, we're going to start writing new material.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm very interested to hear how that's going to turn out.
So in your personal Facebook, you posted something related to David, to sharing the stage and sharing time with David, recording and creating music. It was something like it was a huge honor for you to be there with him. And you never thought in a million years that you would be doing this with David Silveria, right? So,
exactly.
Yeah. But my next question is, what would you say it was the thing that surprised you about working with David on the studio or maybe in the live setting? Something like, I never thought about that.
What really surprises me about David is the way that he hears songs. Like when we were writing and everything, he doesn't hear it like how we hear it. He just hears a groove in there that we just can't hear. We'll bring in guitar riffs that are like super metal and heavy and stuff like that, and be like, all right, let's start jamming this. And he'll start playing, and something completely different. Like the perfect example for that is Twine off of Defy the Algorithm.
Yeah.
When we brought that riff in, there was already a drum beat that I had in mind for it, and it was nothing like what he played.
Nice.
Because I think the drum beat I had in mind for it was like a da 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 da, right? And then he comes in and he does his da ka da 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 ga. It's like super groovy.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, let's just run with it, see where this goes. So it's crazy how he hears music differently than we all do. Like metal wise or groove wise.
Oh yeah, totally. Especially for drummers, because the mindset for a drummer is really different compared to a guitar player, a singer, or a keyboard player, right? Because they are supposed to drive the whole band with the rhythm, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Hold on.
All right.
Stop. Sit.
All right. And yeah, that was an experience during the time in the studio, right? But what about on the live shows with David?
The live shows, I mean, I never thought that I would. I connected with David a lot when we played shows, right? Like we would lock into this. Me, David, and Chris would lock into this groove thing live, and it's like an energy bond that we kind of had. And I thought that was crazy because that never really happened before, before with any other drummers. But I've also never just been a singer before.
Yeah.
So maybe all singers get that, but it was something that I had never experienced before. Just that sync with the drummer. Like he knew, David plays. He's got a swing feel to him, and it would be almost like he would know when I was going to swing, and I would know when he was going to swing. So we would kind of like play off that fact, and I could hold out notes for a little bit longer or cut off notes shorter live. But it's not something we ever rehearsed. It's just something that we would do together.
Yeah. So, all right. So, do you plan to do any more covers with Breaking a Sequence in the future?
I don't know. Actually, I haven't even thought about that. We've been so busy, lately that I haven't even thought about that. I would just like to get all the new material out and then write new material, and then maybe once we're in a slump, we can do some covers to get out of that slump, because that's how I personally break writer's block. Like whenever I have writer's block, I'll do a cover song. And then that cover song, just doing that cover song and doing something outside the norm will help me come out of my writer's block.
Right. So for the most near future for Breaking a Sequence is keep writing new songs and releasing the ones that are already done with Dave, right?
Yep. Releasing those and then getting the new drummer up and running, and be show ready for whenever the bands out there give us a call up and go, hey, come out on tour with us.
All right, cool. So is there anything you would like to add?
No, I mean, just a thank you to all the fans who are sticking with us now that David's not with us. Now we go back to being nobodies, but that's okay.
That's not true, man. That's not true. There's a challenge that you can go through it. All right.
Yeah.
You keep positive.
Yeah. No, I mean, thank you for all the support out there. Maybe we'll be seeing you guys at some live shows soon.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Rich. Take care,
Thanks, man. Enjoy America while you're out here. I don't know how long you're out, but we can DM.
All right, sure. Take care, man. Bye-bye.
Later.
If you like this interview, please give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, and share the video with all your friends. Also, very important, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell.